absolute mad lad, Doug Ford, to establish free speech on university campuses in Canada, well, in Ontario, by January 1st, 2019. Carleton University is a university in Ottawa. It apparently is under fire by the Conservatives, the president of the Conservative Student Union in the university, because, as you would imagine, these people didn't go all the way. They tried to cover their asses wherever they wanted to. This article is by the CBC. Well, actually, it doesn't seem like it has an author, but posted on January 2nd, 2019. Carleton University's new free speech policy under fire. A group of students are giving Carleton University's new free speech policy a failing grade, saying it doesn't go far enough to protect freedom of expression. The university's new policy was launched in response to the provincial government demand that all post-secondary institutions update their free speech policies by January 1 or face funding cuts. Mad lad. The final policy misses the mark when it comes to putting forward a solid and forcible commitment in defense of free speech. Kieran Malone, president of the Carleton's Campus Conservatives, told CBC Radio's Ottawa Morning. Specifically, the policy is facing criticism for lacking enforcement and complaint mechanism. For a line that states the university has the right to reasonably regulate the use of facilities and time to place and manner of speech. The type of language, Maloney said, that the university has de facto power to ban speech and expression at will without the need to provide rationale. In difference to the US, where the right of free speech is entrenched in the Constitution, you can't really say that Canada has a right to free speech. And in fact, you can see what Doug Ford here is trying to do the opposite of what is happening in the United States, where universities regulate the language that can be spoken. I'm going to tell you, in university classes, I've been told all types of things are not allowed to be said because they are offensive. In order to stop this sort of behavior, I guess the Ford government has enacted a regulation that would force basically universities to comply with free speech regulation. I'm sure that the lefties are not too happy about this. So again, here the PC leader of the student party says that although Carleton is technically following the regulation, there is no way that they can really impose it, and basically saying that complaint mechanisms for lack of free speech have not been established. Therefore, the university can sort of stonewall you out of either having a debate or a rally or whatever. I've seen posters in universities where they put certain people on walls and regard them as hate speech, which is the funnest term these days. But this is what a lot of universities will end up doing. They will say that they are following the mandate, but however, in their personal terms, they will sort of wiggle their way out of it, and not only wiggle their way out of it, but they will effectively just stonewall people who want to debate. And just, it's like the same reasons that happen. They will either delay it, they will say that there's not enough time, not enough room, not enough space. I cannot wait for the semester to start and have the university professors outraged, full on triggered mode. I cannot wait. This is great news. I guess the story I covered yesterday was dark and dreary, but this is great freaking news. Mad lad Doug Ford. Mad lad Mr. Maloney here. Mad fucking lads. Stifling free speech. The university meanwhile said it has always been committed to regulating free speech on campus, and it will continue to do so. It said that to reasonably regulate only refers to accommodate requests related to free speech with regards to time and space. We have always behaved good in The university says, "We have always behaved in good faith in this area, even before this policy. We had multiple policies that existed and regulated all these issues," said Bettina Apel-Kuzmarov, the clerk of the university senate, and told Ottawa Morning. It's one of those things I can point to in my experience. There are very few instances where there has been real tension. But Mullooney said that the speech has been stifled on campus. Last year, during a discussion group, he said that he was told that his views on federal transgender right laws were offensive, and that the debate was quickly shut down. He said concerning the policy doesn't give students like himself any tools to complain. The Progressive Conservative government has said that it will monitor compliance starting September 2019, and in schools that are not complying could face cuts. Okay. September seems like a while away. I think that they should start enacting some sort of complaint mechanism. I mean, I'm kind of concerned that this will be abused, and then you'll say that your free speech is stifling my free speech or some bullshit like that. But this is good. It's good, boys. It's good. It's good. It's good to have free speech, to expand our civil liberties, and opposed to cut them down, which we have been doing in Canada. And this, I wonder if this is the same transgender law that we were talking about with when Jordan Peterson got his basically his claim to fame, where he went before the Senate and Parliament Hill and basically said that he would not follow the transgender law, where it says that if you mispronounce somebody, you would in fact be liable to criminal action. Well, I don't think it was criminal. I think it was like some civil rights tribunal that we have here, which is like an extrajudicial sort of court which can hold you guilty of some crime, whether or not be criminal. Well, this is good news. This is great news. Mad Lad Doug Ford, 10 out of 10. Thank you for this meme. Thank you.